Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today's goal on the FRS is, of course, to get the whole car vinyl wrapped. So we already got the wide body kit done. Today's goal is to get the whole body, the stock body of the car vinyl wrapped. And I want to show you guys how to do that in a 10-minute or less video. So you're gonna need some vinyl wrap. You're gonna need isopropyl alcohol. This is 70% diluted, knifeless tape, a squeegee, a knife, and a wrap glove. I do not have a wrap glove. You'll also need a heat gun and a color to vinyl wrap. The last thing you're gonna need is a clay bar or a clay mitt. I prefer clay mitt. It seems to work quite a bit easier and it's much quicker than a clay bar. That is the first thing we're gonna do. We have the car somewhat torn apart right now. I just got the front fender off and the bumper off. We're gonna be working on the quarter panel and door first. We're gonna be laying all that out in one section. So the first thing we are going to do is clean up the surface of the paint with the clay mitt. We got the whole car clay barred up. Next thing I'm gonna do is grab the isopropyl alcohol and a lint-free towel and get all the edges and corners cleaned. And then as soon as you get all this cleaned, I'm gonna grab another clean lint-free towel and wipe down the actual surface of the paint that we will be vinyl wrapping. The car is all wiped down. We are ready to start vinyl wrapping. I'm gonna lay the vinyl up against the side of the car, and then we'll use those wrap magnets to kind of hold it in place, get it positioned, get a lot of the extra vinyl trimmed off, and then we can peel the clear protective layer off the vinyl, peel the backing off, and get to vinyl wrapping this whole side of the car. We have the vinyl wrap in position. I'm just gonna go through with a knife right now, trim out the window area, trim out the wheel well, and trim off all the excess vinyl, like along the roof rails that we don't need. So we got the vinyl positioned where we want it. This is the glassing phase. You want to get pretty much all the wrinkles out. The main thing I was focused on right now was this quarter panel, because that door's super flat. The pillar is all easy to do. As soon as I get the quarter panel done, I can glass all those wrinkles out right there. But I'm gonna start with squeegeeing out this quarter panel, and then I'll work my way on the pillar, and then I'll finish off with the door. I'll be using the squeegee from Metro Restyling and applying heat where heat is necessary. We have the whole quarter panel laid out and that roof pillar laid out. Next thing I'm gonna do is kind of heat up the vinyl for the door and glass that out. And then that should probably be another 5 minutes and we'll have this whole side wrapped. Well, just like that, the quarter panel, pillar, door, and that lower panel that I didn't even need to wrap because it's covered anyway, those are all wrapped up. Last thing to do is to trim off all the excess vinyl. We got to go around this window seal. We have to go in between the door and the quarter panel. In between the door and the quarter panel, what you're going to want to do so you don't see the color underneath, even though it's dark gray, I don't want to see it at all. I'm going to ride my knife along the edge of the door. It's going to leave a tiny bit of vinyl on the door to fold over, and then the other side we're going to fold onto the quarter panel side. When the door's closed, you're not going to be able to see the dark gray underneath at all. I could have done the fender at the same time as well, but that's kind of a lot of work. Even doing the door and the quarter panel together isn't necessary. It's quite a bit faster to do them together, I've noticed. I'll show you on the other side though. You don't have to do them together. I'll do the quarter panel and door separately. The whole quarter panel and door are both done. Here is the panel right here that I'm gonna stop on the front fender. Let's go ahead and bang that panel out. All right, my friends, this whole side of the car is done. I'm gonna go ahead, flip it around, bang out the other side. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm gonna do the quarter panel and door separately. It's a bit slower that way, but it can be done. And then I'll do the hood and the trunk. Both are super flat, so it'll be easy to do. and then we can move on to the bumpers. So we got the piece cut that we needed. I'm gonna go through one more time, clean up all the edges and the surface with isopropyl alcohol. Then we can get to laying the vinyl wrap down. One thing I'm gonna do with this whole panel that we're doing right here, I'm gonna peel the backing off to probably right about here, leave that whole section for later. So we can get this whole piece done right here. And then once all that's finished up, we can peel the backing off and bust that section out. This is literally the worst thing that could possibly happen right now. I got the whole quarter panel laid out, 100% perfect. Came up here, ripped the backing off. What the hell is going on here? I have a big ass crack right in the center of my vinyl. And because it's in the center, like not on the top or the bottom, to where I can't stretch it over and make it go away. Pretty sure I'm gonna have to redo this whole quarter panel. It's like 10 feet of vinyl, so I may have to order more vinyl now. I have no clue what happened. Maybe I cut through it when I was cutting the backing. I don't know. That sucks though. The very last thing we need to wrap for this car are the front and rear bumpers. I'm gonna start off with the rear. Front is gonna be quite difficult. We have a bunch of inlays to do. On the rear, we should only have one single inlay.
Bus lock.
The very last thing we need to do is this front bumper. One major tip is, I actually got this from Daniel over at Premium Auto Styling. This bumper stock, the vinyl wrap will not stick to. Now, if you go through and heat it up with a torch, somehow it like opens up the pores and allows the vinyl to stick to it. Now, after you heat it up, let it cool down a little bit. Grab some isopropyl alcohol on a rag. Go ahead, wipe down the area. So this side over here wasn't heated. This side was. See how easy that comes off? Literally right to the heat line. If you're doing a unpainted bumper on your car, heat it up and the vinyl will stick to it just fine. Now, I haven't really showed you guys anything with inlays in this video yet. That'd be like a 10-minute video in itself. But basically, it's so intricate down here that we have a panel right here. We have, let's see, a panel in here, another inlay, and then one panel covering the whole thing. I am steaming this bumper in two different parts. I could probably have done away with this and that together, but there is a very nice body line right there, so that is going to hide the seam perfectly. Make sure you do this lower panel first and then the top, and it'll overlap and completely hide that seam when you're looking at it from up top. Well boys, here she is fully wrapped, looking absolutely amazing. I'm so freaking pumped with how this vinyl wrap came out. I know she's a little bit dusty and not put together all the way. Fenders are cut for the wide body kit, which we don't have on. Ooh, this thing's gonna look freaking amazing when it's all put together. Now, if you wanna try and vinyl wrap your car at home yourself, I'll have everything I used in this video down in the description box below. I guess I'll take this time to give a little quick review of the cheater wrap. First time using cheater wrap, I've used 3M, I used Vivid, I've used Avery. I like cheater wrap a lot, but the only problem I have with it is there's pretty bad glue lines in it. 3M, I did notice glue lines as well. Avery, I didn't really ever notice much glue lines at all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it wasn't the most in-depth tutorial video ever, but I do have other wrapping videos on the channel. Go check them out. I've done probably like 5 to 10 vinyl wrapping videos before, so stay tuned for the next video. When we get the wide body kit on, we'll throw the wing back on. We're just gonna kind of throw this car back together. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video right here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. I'll see you guys in the next vlog.